Let's go. Let's do it.
I don't think any of us thought we'd be here, if we're really honest. And I think doing new music, talking about that, it was a very scary thing to do.
I don't think I've ever imagined that 20 years after we'd formed as Steps that we'd be back here doing a huge arena tour.
We were really apprehensive about releasing new music because we didn't really know if there was a gap for us in today's market.
Right, let's do it. Hiya, hiya. Difficult. Hiya. No, don't you do it.
I don't think I expected or thought for one single second that it would have gone as well as it has, or that we would still even be here 20 years later. I don't think anybody did.
Should we follow the trends, or should we stay true to what we did back in the day?
This feels like a really big deal. I think everyone's making it. Right, let's go.
To put an arena tour together, to put a new album together, it was a bit risky. We weren't quite sure where we'd fit in, but it seems to have been embraced.
Oh, she can't go on, sorry, she doesn't...
It's hit me every time because I never expected us to still be here doing this. And it's just incredible that we are and that people want us to be doing it. When people first heard 5, 6, 7, 8, I think they probably thought we were a one-hit wonder and, you know, we would be long gone by now, but unlucky for them, we're still here. So we're here, it's day 2 of our rehearsals. We're here in London and we are doing vocals. So we are learning how the set goes together, how the songs cut into each other if there are different versions. And we're practicing with our brand new ear monitors. In our ears, we can hear, obviously, ourselves, the music, we can hear some of the band or all of the band, depending on who you're harmonising with for that track. When we do tour, we've got the option to then hear the crowd as well, because we want to be able to interact with the crowd and hear what they're saying.
Get the vibe as well.
Yeah, just, you know, get in the middle of it.
Girls, that's going to be lush. We were always going to celebrate our 20th anniversary somehow. We were actually thinking of something a little bit lower key than this, just a one-off gig in London. And then that turned into this massive arena tour. The reaction to the tour being announced has just been phenomenal. So we decided that we were going to release some new music, with advice from our management, I must say. They've got their finger on the pop pulse. I'm just a really sad old codger now. I have no idea what's going on in pop music. I like pop music, but hey, the world has changed.
It's very important for Steps to somehow work within this modern world of music, and I think we've had a very classic sound. When we first burst onto the scene, Pete Waterman named us ABBA on speed. You know, it was a very famous quote. And I think we had to keep that. There was no point coming back with new music and trying to match whoever else is out there.
We wanted to stay true to steps of past, but also move into today's market and feel like we were relevant and we belonged there as well.
Yeah, I'm a darker shade of me.
We had writers that actually wrote for us, which was really special. So they had the brief of big anthemic choruses, bittersweet lyrics. It's funny because even though lyrically it might be bittersweet, but we're still smiling away and dancing and performing.
So Steve Anderson, our MD, has done a brilliant job of bringing all the old stuff, kind of breathing in a little bit of new life into it and giving it a fuller sound, I suppose. There is no point in the show where it feels weird that a new song has been slotted in, or even one of the old songs, even 5, 6, 7, 8, sounds incredible the way he's done it and the way we perform it and stuff.
Just say your mind and stay by my side.
We've come back together, be it from 20 years ago we got together. We had a manic 5 years where it was all full on. We were young, some of us were in our teenage years, and it was just a bit of a whirlwind. and we were taken from place to place. We lived in this bubble, travelled the world. We didn't really know what was going on in the real world. We just lived our world. You cut now to 20 years later, we all meet each other and nothing really changes. We slip back into our roles.
It is kind of like putting on a comfortable old pair of shoes.
Well, thanks very much.
There's no other dynamic like us together. And it's funny to sort of recognise and have flashbacks and realise that actually it has been 20 years, but...
And the same
it's
old
still
jokes.
I know, the same old... But it kind of feels like the first time, and it doesn't feel like that time has passed, really, which is interesting. But,
I think we just want to make the most of it as well and relive it.
I think the exciting thing about this time is it is on our terms. You know, Steps is now our baby officially all over. The fans have just overwhelmed us by all their support. And actually, it does feel like a real celebration this time. There's not the pressure.
Yeah.
And I think we've been able to enjoy it and let our creative juices flow a bit more. And
We started talking about this tour about 2 years ago, actually. It takes about 2 years, because when you think about all of the artists in the world that want to book these arenas, you have to get in there first. So if Beyonce wants that date, we'll say, no, Steps are doing that date.
Touring has always been our baby. It's what we do best. And we're all really, really super creative people, and we really, really enjoy being completely involved in every aspect. We did want to pull out all the stops for this one. As you said, it's our 20th anniversary. It's a massive milestone to celebrate, and we wanted to do it in style. So we spent many, many hours discussing the set list, the sets, ideas for costumes, and that creative element is so exciting. And I personally really, really enjoy that side of it, and us all having input and making it our show. But we also have the most incredible influences from our creative directors and people, you know, who are involved, who give us incredible ideas that we just jump on.
Are you doing point or hand? Hand at this one.
You mean, and we've been rehearsing for about a week now, and we're just about putting the dancers and us together, and it's chaos.
I'd like a bit longer, please.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you can see behind us, we're all working very hard. That's our little team of dancers. So, you know, fingers crossed we've got, what, a week to go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's scary.
Are you doing point or hand?
I don't know if we took it up a level as such. I think what we've done is we've made it warmer by showing people like video stills of the past, all the old videos we do. We've got dancers coming on stage wearing hints of the old outfits, what people remember, like Bet the Devil coats, deeper shade of blue. So there's a lot of nostalgia in our show. We always dance. We're getting older. We say we don't want to dance as much, but we seem to dance more. And I think the fans want to see that as well. They don't want to see Steps on stage just standing still and going, hi guys, here's a little move that we want you all to do. That's not what Step Show's about. It's a party.
it's very exciting to be able to perform new songs with new dance moves. It was Steps because there were moves to go with the music, and that hasn't changed, and it will never change. And that's part of our makeup and why we do it and why people like us.
We actually don't use a headset at all in this show. So that's where the challenge has been, whereas our dance routines require usually both hands, but one hand is redundant now, so we just use one. But thankfully, everybody knows the routine. I'm still holding my mic, by the way. I'll put that down.
I forget everything, I'm terrible, but once I get reminded and I go, oh yeah, we did that, and the routine's there and the arms go here, 2 or 3 times in, that's it, my body's going, I get it now.
I mean, I think every band is different, you know, but we are known for our dance steps. So I guess we've kind of made a rod for our own back, really. People come to see a step show that's high energy and full of life, and
They want to join in, don't they?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Our steps are to teach, you know, the audience, the crowd. We've got the basic choruses that everybody can join in, be it Tragedy or One for Sorrow, we do the hand moves. So I think if we didn't do that, it wouldn't be a step show. So like H said, we have to do that. But unfortunately, it's hard work, there's lots of dancing going on, but it's our own fault. It'll be worth it.
When we were talking about the set list, Rob. I'll say that again.
Put your teeth in.
Yeah, put my teeth in. When we were talking about the set list for this, we were talking about all of our memories and all of the fantastic things that have happened to us over the years. And maybe you have memories of all our songs. Maybe Heartbeat was the song in your school disco. maybe tragedy was your first wedding dance. And of course we had...
It was very, very difficult to plan the set list. For this tour in particular, because every tour we've done, we've been fortunate that we've had more hits along the way. So for this tour, we didn't just want to do our old back catalogue. We really wanted to give the fans something new and exciting. Tears on the Dance Floor is something that we're so, so very proud of. And we actually get a buzz performing the new stuff, which you can probably see on stage anyway.
The new songs on the tour have just been going down a storm, and I guess the way that we decided our set list is we look at how people stream music, which is a completely new thing to me because I don't know how that works.
We've got different parts to the show and different themes. So we start off with our kind of more moody, scared of the dark theme, and the costumes are just incredible.
Don't let the darkness come and hold me. I need to run 'cause I can be lonely tonight. Come on, baby, come and take me in your arms. I'll never be scared of the dark.
A tour essential for any band is obviously the costumes. And over here, I'm going to take you into wardrobe. This is where the magic happens. This is the lovely Frank Strachan, who we call Frank, or I call Frank. And you've been responsible for basically designing the costumes and also creating the whole show, really. You're a master creator, aren't you?
Yeah, with you guys. It's been a really good few months coming up with
Lots
crazy
of crazy
ideas and stuff, and then putting it together and making it all happen.
And would you say with Steps, more is more?
Oh, God, yeah, absolutely.
We've had so much fun. I think it probably was quite obvious that Scared of the Dark should be, especially when Frank came to us with the concept. I wasn't sure at first, I have to be completely honest, and I kind of argued it a little bit and said, no, we need to go full disco straight away, it needs to be Stomp or something probably much more, maybe an old track actually, but I will hold my hands up and say I was completely wrong.
So after the sort of darker, more mysterious opening of the show, we then go full kilter into disco.
Disco! The most incredible things about these mirror balls is we've got beautiful, fabulous dancers wearing these on their heads, but as the light gets projected down onto them, it's just like living mirror balls, isn't it? I mean, it's just dazzling.
Once they find the spotlight, it's spectacular.
Yeah, but as you can see, there's not a lot of... there's a tiny window for actually viewing what's around you. So literally, they have to kind of guess how far the other person is apart. I mean, when they first started rehearsing in these...
They were not happy.
They were not happy. They didn't like us at all. And we told them how fabulous they were and could they just persevere with it.
They've said to me now they get it, that, you know, they love wearing them. Well, actually, they hate wearing them, but they love the effect.
Well, as Lisa said, it has been 20 years, and we have spent quite a lot of that time avoiding performing 5, 6, 7, 8 for you.
No.
No, just, we've done it so many times that we couldn't think of anything new to do with it, but we thought we had to for the anniversary, so we've thrown as much as we possibly could at it, and this is the result. I hope it was enough. Was it enough?
I do say it most nights, and it doesn't go down very well, but if we are completely honest, we have avoided performing it quite, because we did it so much right in the very beginning. For years, I think we had these massive heads one year, and we had a cartoon of us doing it, or videos of people, and somebody, you know, it was always someone else. So this time, we did say, if we're going to do it, we need to really do it. And I think we really have. And I love it. It's so much fun to perform. Everybody who works on it done such a brilliant job, from the costumes to the music. And who'd have thought you could change 5, 6, 7, 8 that much to make it sound... It actually sounds quite... That whole opening sequence is just brilliant. Brilliant. And the choreography as well. You know, we've done extra line dancing, and I have to say, for the probably the first time in a very long time. I thoroughly enjoy that number.
The boys come on looking really hot in like jeans and chaps and like checked shirts and looking fabulous. And then it's and we come out and it's just a massive splash of colour, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's pretty incredible. Fringing is the name of the game. It is. We've got my jacket there. That I mean, you know, subtle bit of fringing, subtle name on the back. Subtle is my middle name. And we've even got our Clara in hot pants.
Can we check out how hot Claire looks in hot pants, please?
I've never worn hot pants in my entire life, and now I'm wearing them in front of all of you. Great. Just for you.
All these costumes are so different from me. I've never, ever been this daring, costume-wise. I mean, most of my arms and stuff are covered all the time, but I've got my legs out quite a lot, which has never, ever happened in the history of the world, ever, even in my normal real life.
And I'm not really into the odd sparkle or glitter. I'm in steps, so I realise that's part of the package. And on this tour, I've actually gone, can you just glitter me up a bit more? Can you put a few more sparkles on here? I'm feeling a little bit left out.
And this is how the magic goes. Do you want to see? How do we crystal?
Okay, so where do you want it?
I don't know, pop some on my laminate. And then this clever thing, it's literally a safety pin with blue tack. Who knew? Tricks of the trade.
Genius.
Yeah. I mean, literally, they'd be on my face if I was allowed. But I'm not allowed. So easy.
I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to be on the cover of Men's Health. I've not got abs. But my arms are okay, and I've got moobs. So I've got a bit of a chest. All my costumes are designed around my arms and my cleavage.
So on to the last section of costumes. Well, it's nearly the end, because we've got the club section in the club.
We've done like these big theme sections. You know, the first 3 sections are sort of big costumey themes. We wanted to do something that was more reminiscent of what Steps have been doing this year with the promotion of the album.
Yeah.
Just a bit cleaner and slicker and modern.
Yeah.
Rather than so much looking back.
Yeah, and I think we wanted something a bit more sort of cooler and sort of sexier and a bit more like, to reflect on the new music from the new album.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So we've all got like these amazing corset things and see-through trousers, and we love our lives. I'm actually
They look amazing. I'm
in the club.
so happy with that section.
The piece de resistance is obviously the meringue dresses. We're ready in our wedding dresses for tragedy with these incredible jumpsuits underneath. More is more is more. Train. Kerry and me, that's our job, isn't it? We're having a lovely time backstage, waiting to go on to see everybody's faces. Very exciting. Literally.
A 10-metre train.
That's it. I mean, because everyone needs a 10-metre train. And then we do a little twirl and woo! It's just gone.
Here she comes.
Then we get out my fringing instead, which is very exciting. So, yeah, we're having the best time. In fact, it's a big round of applause for wardrobe and everybody who helps us, because it's just incredible. So, Frank, the big question is, out of every pop group who you've worked with, who is the best?
Steps, of course.
Over and out.
So all the different costumes and quick changes are actually surprisingly easy to get in and out of. We've got it down to a very fine art now, and we obviously have people helping us. We're not doing it on our own. So one zips off and everything is kind of quick release. Just, get it off as quick and chuck it into a corner, and everything's laid out for us ready for the next section.
And we're all in one tiny little room that people actually don't realise is on the stage. It's literally on the stage. We're not on the stage, we're not backstage, we are on the stage doing a costume change. The 3 girls are there, the 2 boys are there. There's 3 dressers that mainly help out the girls, if I'm honest, so I'm struggling on my own doing my thing. But we're literally cramped in this tiny space.
Okay, here we are. We are backstage. To get here, you have to have one of these, okay? Access all areas.
This gets you around the backstage area, and I'm just going to quickly show you what it's like to actually be on the stage. So follow me, come. As you can see, it's a bit of a mess. Got all the crew stuff, all the boxes, all the flight cases. Going to go through here. It's a bit dark. Follow me. Watch your step. Forget it. So you've got the 3 girls here. You got me and H here. Got little shells built up for us. There's my mask. I wear that at the beginning. Ooh. So this is how cramped it is. It's a little bit manic. If I look through here, you've got the beds for chain reaction. So they're stored away in there, all nice and neat. So they come out and we do chain reaction on the beds. So I'm usually running off, doing a mega quick change, getting into lots of clothes, and then follow me. We've got a bit of a manic race to the top. Quick, let's go. Okay, so this is what it's all about. Start of stomp and tragedy, I'm at the very top. These are very small steps here, so I have to be careful. Come up. This is it, okay? So I'm not gonna move anywhere. It is quite high and quite dangerous. This is my little mic that's set for me. Put that at the front. Got stomp and tragedy. If you just very slightly go over that way, you'll see what we see. Pretty high, right? Not nervous, and this doesn't move at all. Yeah, right. Let's go back down. Okay, right, so we've been upstairs, we've seen the top, pretty high. I'm gonna take you right down to the bottom, underneath. Quick, come on. Watch head. So, nice and narrow. This is where we would run quickly. As the girls are singing, me and H come up on a lift, so we'd run all the way around, we'd get under here, we'd run right through. Believe it or not, there's a lot of dancers around here as well. So there's quite a few of us hanging around, and if you can just see there's like an entryway down there, that's the main lift. So we all get on the lift, we come up nice and slowly for No More Tears. It's great.
So we had a few days vocal rehearsals. We had 2 weeks dance rehearsals, and then we've been here since Tuesday, and it's now Friday, and the show's on Sunday. So today we are doing our first full dress run, which is exciting, also terrifying, because last night we did a run start to finish, and it actually went all right. But now we're going to put costumes into the mix, which could mean it's all a complete disaster, which is always quite telling, because you think you've got it all, and the minute you throw in a quick change, it makes it all go out the window. Last night we were casually just changing our shoes in between, you know, each section, but now we're going to have full outfits. I think the main worry it's always the same really. Is just getting to where you need to be at the right time. I think once you're on the stage, even if you get little things wrong, you can always just blag it a little bit or get back into it quite quickly. But if you miss a cue or you miss kind of getting to a lift or to an entrance at the right time, then it just throws everything out. So this is our set. This is what will be built in every arena. We've mocked it up. We haven't mocked it up here. They've built it in this room so we can do production rehearsals. Yeah, it's looking awesome, I think. But for now, I've just got to go and get ready to do the dress one, so I'll see you later.
'Cause tonight is yours, so let it bring me back to life. Come on, and dance with me. If you're down, let's remedy. 'Cause all we need.
Yeah, it was okay. First run through, costumes a little bit tight. Yeah, can't quite do the tragedy right yet, but a few things need fixing, a few things need ironing out. Choreography-wise, I would say 90% there.
I don't think you can prepare for anything, but we've been doing this long enough to kind of do something off the cuff or blag it at any given point, I think.
We're always like this. It starts getting stressful. Each certain department has got something to deal with. They've all got issues, they've all got problems. We've got the dancing, the singing, the clothes to make sure they look great. They've got the lights, the pyros, we've got stage, we've got things moving up and down, we've got things going off. It's never going to be right, but the closer we get, the more stressful it gets. So I think once we actually do a proper show without stopping and without talking, we'll really know where we're at.
I think we're in a good place, but ask me after the show on opening night.
love being on the road. I love touring. I love performing. I love all the costumes, all the dancing. For me, this is what I always wanted to do from being a little girl, and that's what I trained to do. So, you know, when I was younger, I would be doing different dance classes every night of the week and singing and doing plays and musicals, and it's in my blood, and it's what I like to do, and it's where I feel the happiest on stage.
Oh, there's so much that goes into a tour. This tour's massive, and we've got all the crew, we've got so many trucks. We take our stage with us wherever we go, so I don't know if people are aware of that, but our stage gets built for us. So even though every venue is slightly a different shape and size, our stage will always stay the same, and that's very important, I think, to put on a great show. So you know where your exits are, you know where the trapdoors are, you know the little routes underneath the stage to run through to get there at a certain time.
Generally, we get up and we leave the hotel, which has pretty much been from the venue the night before, and we travel to the next city. Then we normally have to go straight to the venue. We have a little bit of lunch, and then go start doing our hair and makeup and getting ready for the show. It's all kind of staggered. Ah, hello, there you are. Come with me. Here we are backstage at Wembley Arena. Very exciting. Let me show you. This is wardrobe. Very important room. In here is where the dancers are. Let's see if there's any of them in here. Let's have a look. H, what are you doing in here? What are you doing?
Well, I'm just blowing the Venga boys' balls out.
Okay, come on. Don't know why he's doing that. Come along here a bit further. And here is the boys' dressing rooms. Or dressing room, rather. We've only got one each in here. And this is our dressing room, where we kind of go and chill out a little bit before the show. And this is hair and makeup. This is where all the magic happens, and probably the calmest room in the whole building. So I'm going to go and finish off my makeup now. Hi, Caroline. Hey. You all right? You ready for me?
I am ready for you.
So we just need to finish off. Finish off, please. I hate doing my own hair and makeup. I really hate
to do it, so it's cool.
I think we're all good.
Lashes?
I think we'll do. Yeah, if you just close your eyes, I shall find your lashes for you.
Okay. Oh, relax.
And relax.
And relax. Oh, I've got to stop slouching. Sit up straight. Caroline, are you still there? Oh my God! Get off! What are you doing?
Welcome to H's salon.
No! Don't touch me!
I think you need a bigger lash.
I never...
We're filming, so you need a bigger lash. Here you go. Close your eyes. Just trying to find a little
are you
pencil to
doing?
give you a beauty spot.
Don't you dare!
Joking.
Bye! Oh my God. You've just ruined it all now. You actually wait.
You could start a whole new career.
Bye! It is quite exhausting, you know. We're not getting any younger. It's a full-out show, and we all do put everything into it, and actually singing and dancing for 2 hours pretty much every single night, as well as all the other stuff that goes into it. You're kind of always switched on from the minute you kind of get up to the minute you go to bed. And then after the show, till about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, you can't go to sleep. So I found myself in a really out of sync with my normal life. Normally we're in bed by 10:30 and asleep. So to be still lying there at 1 o'clock is all a bit weird for me.
I think being back on the road is something that, you know, we've talked about this time for 2 years. This was the ultimate cherry on top. And to be back on the tour bus is just such fun. And the excitement and the buzz around it, and doing runners from the finale back to the hotels in our dressing gowns like we used to. And it's just brilliant.
Hello, welcome to our tour bus. I want to invite you all on. Come and see our fabulous tour bus. This is where we all hang out when we're in between shows. Come this way. So first of all, we have our little lounge area down here. really cool seats. They're like car seats, aren't they? And this is the boys' den, because they've got FIFA and everything on the TV screen there. And then through here, we have our lovely driver, Clarky. And he's asleep right now, as you can see from the sign on the door. So I'm not going to wake him. We're quite humble, really, with our ride. In the old days, we pretty much used to ask for water, towels, and I think we used to like to have a little bit of vodka and cranberry. So there was often cranberry in the dressing rooms. The ride has changed a bit now because obviously we've got children. H has got his babies on tour, so there'll be nappies and baby things on the ride. They're not quite as rock and roll. But we do also like to have a little gin and tonic to relax and unwind. Let's go upstairs. We have the gate. Not many tour buses have this. We have our baby gates because of the babies, H's babies. This is my favourite area. This is the lounge, the chill-out lounge. So this is my seat here. I tend to go right there with the remote in hand, and we have the TV there behind you. So we've been watching lots of movies, lots of comedy. This is where I sit. Oh, somebody's in my bed. This is my little girl. This is Starlily. Say hello. Hi. So we share this one, don't we? And we've got Big Ted here, haven't we? Teddy keeps us comfy, so we have snuggles on the bus. And what do you think about the tour bus, Starlily?
I think it's really nice.
You love it, don't you? This is the front lounge. We're at the front of the bus now. And this really is the H and the babies area because it's padded. So there's lots of space for them. So that is our amazing tour bus. Hope you like it.
Nice to meet you. What is all this? This looks exciting.
My eyes are wandering. I'm trying
not to look. It feels like Christmas when you see the presents under the tree. Everybody thinks that touring is one massive party, but when you're singing live every night, you have to go home and look after yourself. And Claire has a little badge that says, "I'm on voice rest," which some people would think that's quite pretentious and precious, but it's actually what you need to do. You have to rest your voice in the day.
Amazing. To celebrate the steps return to the
If you imagine that your voice is a muscle, which it is really, it's exercising it for 2 hours every single day. So it's really important to have a really, really good warm-up. We steam our voices. We've got these funny little pots that we fill up with hot water and breathe the steam through, and hot drinks and ginger and lemon and honey and all that kind of stuff. But sometimes, some days, you can just feel it, so you know you've got to go on voice rest. So we've got little laminates that we wear around our neck that says voice rest. So if anyone speaks to you, you just, can't speak to you, I've got that. I'm not very good at it, though. Don't know, can't imagine why.
For us too, is that all right, Constance?
Thank you so much. Lovely. Yeah, they're incredible.
Do a sound check for about half an hour, then go and have dinner, and then get ready for the meet and greet. And we normally meet and greet between 6 to 6:15 until about 7:30. And then that last hour, we're meant to be on lockdown, but that generally doesn't happen. There's normally a knock on the door every 5 minutes. Can you do this? Or do sign the programmes, do this, do that. And then, so from about 8:20, we're making our way down to the stage, getting our in-ears in, getting ready to go and do the show.
Here we are at the SSE Arena, Wembley. Myself and H are going to talk you through some of the merchandise available today.
Can I be your beautiful assistant for the day?
You can be. You can try.
I can try, yeah.
So, first of all, we have this exquisite handbag.
Oh, and look at the colour.
What do they call it? It's like a shopping bag.
This is a reusable, eco-friendly shopping bag.
And it heavily brands the name of the album.
Which album?
Tears on the Dance Floor.
And who's that by?
Steps.
Oh, marvellous.
Available now. This is a statement from our comeback single.
Oh.
Never be scared of the dark.
Nice.
You have to go like this when you wear the T-shirt then. OK, next up on the list.
Roll up, scared of the dark hoodies.
Get your hoodies here. OK, thank God for the weekend.
Oh,
another classic
amen,
line.
sister.
Another classic line from Stomp, but it's all fluffy on the inside.
It is.
A bit like you.
And it's made with love. What other wares do you have on your store, Lisa?
I have the glow sticks for all steps ravers out there.
I mean, you could use these for many, many different activities. Fancy dress.
Your turn.
Chopsticks.
My turn. I can't get them in.
Okay, so Dracula impressions.
Lipstick everywhere.
Drums.
Drums. Okay,
I don't know
am
what
really
this-
proud of this. This is our programme.
Which is heavily airbrushed.
I wasn't going to say that, but I was going to say it's in a beautiful glossy finish.
Yes.
I'm really happy with the finish.
Can I just touch that and see how glossy it is?
Yeah, it's glossy.
Ooh, now that feels good.
And this is lovely, actually. This is a
montage.
It is a montage celebrating 20 years of steps. And if you can see, we've asked fans to send in their photos, and I think that's a really nice touch. And I've had lots of people on Twitter saying, "Oh, we're in your programme."
And how a fan took a picture of Lisa and I in bed together, I do not know.
No, I thought that was just between us. Well, we do like these, and actually, what's nice about these is when you're looking out to the audience, we see so many people, don't we, wearing them, and when it's dark and you're looking out and you just see a sea of horns. A sea of flashing horns.
Right, so where would you wear something like this, Lise?
On a night out
On a
with
night out?
you.
Well, of course.
Tonight?
Tonight.
At the Steps concert at Wembley.
What are these, Lisa? Are they some kind of exercise
Well, I was
equipment?
saving these to last.
What
These
is
are our
it?
disco balls.
Ooh. Is that dog
And I
toy?
don't know, can we take one out, do you think? Should we just see what happens? Ooh, there we go.
Ooh, all my children will go.
Ooh, they're cool, aren't they? So you can imagine those in the arena, Wembley. Oh, very good.
And that concludes our day at SVC. Is that what we're calling it?
We could do.
There we are. Tune in tomorrow where Bewitched will be.
Thank you for watching. Bye.
Wow. I just want to take this moment now. We've said it throughout the show, but I'm trying not to be cheesy or cliche in any way, shape or form. I just want to say these 20 years, can't believe we're back. We've had a fantastic year. On behalf of everybody that's involved with Steps, we just want to say a huge thank you, because it's all down to you that we are back, so thank you so much.
Fortunately for us, I think we're in a world at the moment where people need a little bit of Steps in their life. They want a bit of fun, they want to forget their troubles, their worries, and that's what we provide in a show.
I think when we first announced doing this tour, we weren't sure who was going to be our audience, whether it was just going to be the nostalgia and the original fans who have been with us since day dot. It's been lovely to see all the old faces and, you know, their children, so we've got the new generation coming up.
I think Steps know how to put on a good show. And I think part of that is involving the fans. You know, with our choreography, especially the choruses of each song, we like to do movements, tragedy. Everybody can go like this and do tragedy, one for sorrow. You know, you can be sitting down and do that, exactly. And I think that's what helps that connection, so the fans feel part of the show.
They really embrace the whole night, and even because of social media now, they'll tell us how they're preparing and what they're going to wear, what they're looking forward to. And then again, after the performance, you get that instant feedback from social media. So it's really great to have, because we didn't have that first time out.
It's such a lovely family environment where you can introduce your children to their first concert, their first taste of music. Yeah, it's just great.
The whole tour's been amazing, all over the country. Audiences have been fantastic, but the highlight for me has to be having our children on stage singing with us, because that was special. It was actually my suggestion. I said to the guys, how do you feel about this? Because I just felt that it was the right time to do it. We've got 7 children under 10, and next time we tour in a few more years, they're going to be older, they may not want to do it, and we might not get that opportunity again.
Being on tour and obviously having a family, it's not easy, and we've all spent quite a lot of time away from them. But without Reese taking up all the slack. God, I wouldn't have been able to do it. It was incredible, really, because I don't think any of us ever thought that anything like that would ever happen. And it was the one and only day that all 7 kids were in the same place at the same time.
I think the older kids obviously knew what was going on and they can kind of show off to their friends in school now. But my boys, I think, just thought, wow, this is for me? And they had their little ear defenders on and Max was clapping away. He nicked my microphone and said, hiya. Cubby looked a little bit unsure, but actually when I took him off stage, he went, yay! So he quite enjoyed it.
You belong to another.
My Benjamin's a little bit shy, bless him, and he wasn't over enthusiastic about doing it, but I told him that he had to. Only because I think he would have really kicked himself had he have not done it. And actually, all the rest of the kids encouraged him. I think he really enjoyed it. Afterwards, he came up and said, I really loved that part.
Baby, can't you see you're the one for me? You belong to another.
I was a bit worried as to whether my 2 would want to do it or whether they would like it. But right from the second I mentioned it, they were like, yeah, I really want to. And they absolutely loved it. And now Daisy has not stopped singing. She keeps sending me videos of her singing our songs.
It was a really special moment, and for me as a performer, we'll just never top that.
I'm proudest of the fact that we're still here, and this tour is, if you're to believe everybody that's been to see it, it's the best one yet. You know, we're all kind of completely taken aback and shocked by the reaction. There really hasn't been any negative comments on social media. Everybody that's been to see it has just raved and said it's the best tour you've ever done. And I think for that to be coming 20 years after we started is something to be really proud of.
Took us 20 years to get
We
there.
have done so much. No, but we've done so much, and we always put everything into it. We always want to put on a good show. That's really important to us because it's what we love the most. The fact that it is still the original 5 of us, and we've always said it's all 5 of us or nothing. And put hand on heart and say that 100% this would never be what it is without the 5 of us.
We're like Marmite, aren't we? You either get steps or you don't. For those people that get steps, they really get it, and it's a great experience. I'm very proud of steps, and I'm proud of what we've achieved, and I'm proud of what we see people send back to us on social media. Somebody says to us, that music changed my life. I was going through a hard time, and the way you guys are, you're my idols, I look up to you, you've helped me through a crisis. We never planned to do that, you know, we're just enjoying what we're doing, but somehow we've done that.
I honestly do think a big part of our success and a big part of our chemistry is the fun and the laughter. We do laugh a lot, and when we laugh, it's belly.
We have a laugh.
Proper, yeah, we do laugh together, and I think that's a massive part of anything in life.
I think as a 5-piece band who are initially manufactured, we had to form certain relationships that have changed a lot along the way, and we've grown up as people, and our lives have changed inside and outside of Steps as well. And we're in an incredibly strong position right now, We're doing this because we want to.
Being in steps is completely different for me now because I'm a parent. And I do all of this for my children, whereas before I did it all for myself. But now they come first.
Being a member of Steps means everything to me. It's always been a dream to do this. Sorry again. Emotional.
I am breaking someone else's
Being Steps
heart.
again, I just feel incredibly lucky to be doing what we do and to have so many people wanting us to continue with what has just been an amazing journey.
Sometimes it can be really tough being Steps because it's quite demanding. There's a lot to do. There's a lot of pressure on us to deliver, but we have such passion about it, and it's really important for us to make sure we're doing it for the right reasons as well. But it's been an emotional ride.
Being in Steps at times it's been a whole spectrum of everything. It's been the worst of times, the best as well. Yeah, I nearly did it. I've had my lowest times and my best times of my whole life. Oh, God. But it's just brilliant. Ultimately, that's it. I can't speak anymore.